in 2008, Kosovo declared independence from Serbia.
In Pristina, people started celebrating, and in Serbia, people started demonstrating.
Some states had argued that the question was so political that the court should not give an opinion.
The advisory opinion of the ICJ remains a missed opportunity.
How does international law deal with declarations of independence? And how did the International Court of Justice give an opinion regarding Kosovo's declaration of independence in 2008? In 1999, after internal armed conflict and international humanitarian intervention conducted by NATO forces, Kosovo was placed under international administration by the UN. The Security Council adopted a resolution under Chapter 7, vesting all legislative, executive, and judiciary authority in a UN mission. The UN was to administer Kosovo for a period until a final solution was to be found to the conflict. After 9 years of negotiation, in 2008, Kosovo declared independence from Serbia without the authorization of Serbia. Immediately after the declaration of independence in February 2008, mass riots broke out in Belgrade and other cities of Serbia. Protesters burnt embassies, international institutions, and government buildings, demanding the return of Kosovo. In order to defuse the political situation in the region, Serbia started lobbying in the General Assembly of the United Nations in order to have a resolution passed through which the International Court of Justice would be asked to deliver an advisory opinion giving its statement on the Declaration of Independence of Kosovo. In 2008, the General Assembly of the United Nations adopted a resolution in which it asked the International Court of Justice the following question: Is the unilateral Declaration of Independence by the provisional institutions of self-government of Kosovo in accordance with international law? The wording of the question, in terms of law, was criticized. The court was not asked to give an opinion on whether declarations of independence were allowed. Neither was it asked to give an opinion what the legal consequences would be of such a declaration. Such questions were dealt with by the court in the Palestine case and in the cases revolving Namibia. The proceedings before the International Court of Justice resembled a contentious case. On the one hand, Serbia, supported by other states such as China, Russia, Spain, and Brazil, advanced legal arguments pertaining to sovereignty, territorial integrity, and violations of Security Council Resolution 1244.
And finally, that the unilateral declaration of independence by the provisional institutions of self-government of Kosovo, dated 17 February 2008, is not in accordance with international law.
The other camp, headed by Kosovo and states such as the United States, the Netherlands, Germany, and Great Britain, argued in more political terms, saying that the Declaration of Independence was a fait accompli and that international law had to accept it.
In the case before us, the law supports the people of Kosovo.
Kosovo's declaration of independence is not incompatible with any treaty.
They argued that the Declaration of Independence of Kosovo was a sui generis situation and that it would not set a precedent for other regions of the world to declare independence. In 2010, by a 10-4 vote, the court issued its advisory opinion. It dealt with the following three issues. Firstly, the court found that it had jurisdiction. Some states had argued that the question was so political that the court should not give an opinion. However, the court reaffirmed its previous position and said that although the motives behind the question were political in nature, they did not deprive the question of its legal character. The court went on to the second issue, dealing with the interpretation of the question. Being aware of the political implications of its advisory opinion, the court decided to answer only what was asked and nothing beyond. The court thus opted for a narrow interpretation of the General Assembly resolution. Regarding the third issue, the International Court of Justice considered how international law deals with declarations of independence. It reached two conclusions. The first conclusion, that international law as such does not prohibit declarations of independence. Some examples from the past were advanced, such as Rhodesia and the Turkish Republic of Northern Cyprus. The court dismissed these examples by stating that the use of force which preceded these declarations of independence was not comparable to the situation in Kosovo in 1999. The second conclusion related to territorial integrity of the Republic of Serbia. The court held that this principle relates to the relationship between states and does not prohibit movements from within to declare independence.